Hello, everyone, and welcome. In case you're new here, my name is Dana Berkey, and I am a young adult fiction author. But today we're going to chat about cheer worlds and just everything that's going on in the world right now. I kind of announced over on Twitter that I was going to be doing this video and on Instagram. So we're going to give it a few minutes in case people are kind of rolling in. But yeah, I just figured now would be a really good time to do a live video, especially as a lot of people are like in kind of like quarantine or isolation or practicing social distancing, all that kind of stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I've already felt bored. I've already felt kind of going stir crazy, that kind of thing. So I figured this would be a good chance to share some of my thoughts, to chat with you guys, to hang out with you guys, and then hopefully to also kind of just share with you guys where I'm at as far as like future projects here on YouTube. So as you guys are coming in, if you guys have questions, thoughts, feelings, there's a lot going on. There's a whole lot going on. And I know there's a lot of different emotions. People are feeling different ways about different subjects. So again, I just thought that this video would be a good chance for people to kind of express themselves, to be heard. And yeah, so we got questions coming in. Oh, so many people joining. Welcome, everyone. I hope that this can just be a chance for everyone to kind of share where they're at, to have just a cheer community moment, and hopefully we can also look to positive things in the future. So welcome everybody that's coming in. So first question said, Dana, thoughts on worlds potentially being canceled? Well, right now they've said postponed, and I know last night was an emotional one. I am wearing my Smoed shirt, and I have my water bottle right here, my large all-girl water bottle, Hydro Flask. It was emotional. I kind of saw it coming when they said ICU was postponed. But what really broke me, and I was surprised, was when they said Daytona was canceled. I don't know why, but in that moment, like tears just for those athletes for sure. Gabby said, you're so sad right now. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion. Sadness is definitely one of them. Yes, Worlds is postponed, not canceled, but it does feel like an ending of sorts. And it's hard. It's a lot of emotion to like deal with and go through. Hello, Star Kid. Last night you legit started crying. Yeah. Yeah. Same, like for sure. Wait, you said, but you understand. I don't know what you said you understand to. I'm sorry. Hi, DJ. Hi, Alicia. You were so sad. Same, Amy. Like, definitely, like, oh, it hurt my heart, you know, it definitely did. You started crying last night. You feel so bad for those seniors. Yes, yeah, there's like seniors and people that are not going to be able to cheer next year, that aren't going to have an opportunity. And granted, like, we need to remember, Worlds is not canceled, it is postponed. We don't know what that looks like. I guess that's probably the thing that I'm struggling with the most right now, is the uncertainty and just the question marks that we don't unfortunately have answers to yet. If you would have seen Maddie Brum's Twitter, Instagram, you would have sobbed. Oh, I didn't see it yet. I don't think so. At least I know a lot of the Navarro athletes were posting pictures all like huddled together crying, and I just saw that when I got off work a few minutes ago, and it hurt my heart because I mean, with anything, and like we're over here upset about cheer. I know some people are like snapping back and they're being like, oh, like it's just cheer, but like when it's something that you really care about, it's more than just cheer. You know, for some people, they're upset that cheer is postponed or whatever, or certain comps have been canceled. Worlds is postponed. There are people that are into theater and they don't get to do their shows, and they're having just as much emotion as us. Or people that are athletes and don't get to compete in their last basketball game or soccer game or whatever. There are people that had big vacations or trips planned. People that were probably going to be getting married during this time that can't. My cousin's wedding is the same weekend as Worlds. I was planning to skip her wedding for Worlds, and now I don't know if her wedding's even going to happen as planned, because that's back in Ohio. I don't know what flying's going to look like at that stage. I don't know if she's allowed to have a wedding of any size, you know? So it's a lot, and I don't like how some people are like basically just saying, "Hey, it's cheer, get over it." Because everyone's emotions are valid and everyone's emotions are important, and there's a grieving process no matter what you lose. Like, we've all lost things that are legitimately not a big deal in our lives and cried. Like, I've been looking for something in my home before and can't find it and turn into a crying mess. So to have something as big as Cheer Worlds, you know, kind of taken away, postponed, whatever, it's hard. And I think we do all have the right to emote. No one is wrong for the way that they're choosing to emote. For some people, they're over it. For other people, they're not going to be over it for a while. And I want this video to be an opportunity to like kind of help people understand that and to encourage people to share where they're at emotionally. And if you're an emotional crying wreck, like girl, same. I'm there every day watching cheer. But I also hope that we can find like a positive way to look to the future, and we can find ways to encourage each other, that we can celebrate the season that we had. I don't know about you guys, but I had an amazing cheer season, and I hate that it ended as it did, and I don't get Sea to Sky, and I don't get Worlds. But I had ATC Bellevue, I had Pac West, I had NCA. I did have at least, you know, one comp up in Canada. I got to see different teams win at NCA that were huge. So I'm trying to, with my emotion, understand the good and the positive, because that's what we need to hold on to right now. And again, it doesn't mean you can't be upset, but I think I'm trying to get over some of my emotions by staying positive on it. Again, if you guys have questions, thoughts, feel free. Keep those comments going. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back a bit. What's going to happen with practices because we may forget our routines because I don't have the music to practice? That's very true. I mean, if they were to say like, hey, Summit or Worlds is going to happen a month after the initial date, like there's going to be a lot of scrambling that teams have to do. And I just don't know what it's going to look like. It's gonna be interesting, and you know what? I think for the people that are making those decisions, it's just as difficult. You really hope Summit is not canceled as your first year going. Oh, good luck to you, Gab, for sure. You understand why they had to postpone it. Yeah, no, like it makes total sense. I completely understand. It's a bummer that we've reached this point, but safety and health are so important and definitely more worth it than cheer, as much as cheer is so much for so many of us, you know? I feel like I feel like it's going to get better because we are going to be like, this is only for 2 to 3 weeks. Schools in Washington are closed for 6 weeks right now. So I know some places are like 2 to 3 weeks. Like Washington's 6 weeks. We have some of the worst cases here. And I think we're seeing like the darker side of it, unfortunately. Yep, Summit is postponed. It's your first year going to Summit. Oh, good luck, Amy. We should be grateful because a lot of sports, they just canceled, not even postponed. That's very true. I'm trying to stay positive. And I was like kind of laughing at myself going like, okay, I do all my cheer reaction videos. I have a lot of opinions when I watch cheer, a lot of emotion. So if they're doing Worlds Digital, can I be on the judging panel? I'm not saying I'm going to give teams actual points. I'm saying like I would like to be a positive voice to just encourage every single athlete that is able to submit a video, or every single team that's able to come together to produce something to compete with. So I don't know if anyone has contacts in like USASF, but dibs, like can I dibs that? If not, I would love to kind of do my own sort of reaction, just because I want to get into doing more reactions. I'm going to plan to film. I'm getting over a cold right now. I do not have coronavirus. If you hear me cough during this video, it's not coronavirus. I'm just have a cold. But yeah, I want to do as much reacting as I can because I want to support and just spread love to everybody. The fact that teams worked so hard this season and now it's just postponed. Yeah, it hurts. It sucks. It really, really sucks. There's no way to say that it isn't a bad thing. I mean, yes, it's health. We're taking first stock of the health and safety of people, and that's super important, but it's still hard for sure. You really cried because of Daytona. Oh, Kenley, were you supposed to be competing there? I know, like, that hit me, and I'm like, I don't personally know anyone that was planning to compete at Daytona, but when I saw that, I don't know why, that was when the tear moment happened. I think that was when like the finality of it hit, and I was like, okay, now we're just sitting in my living room sobbing. Cute. Let's see, Chloe, you said you're sad that Worlds and also Summit are postponed. Yeah, sad is a very real emotion in my heart right now, for sure. You cried, your cheer competition trip was postponed next week. Yeah. The ones that are really soon, like I haven't seen an official post about Sea to Sky, but I know there's already some issues with the Canadian borders, so like just some like question marks on getting in and out, and so I know that like that the next comp that I have is definitely not going to happen. Things are going to get worse before they get better. Yes, I agree. Josie is saddened because not only has Summit been postponed, but her marching band trip to Disneyland has been postponed as well. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, think about kids that have school trips, senior trips. So many things are getting canceled, and I think it's real and expected for people to have disappointment, and I do not in any way want to not I don't want to deter it. I don't want to say don't be sad, don't be upset. I'm saying live that emotion, work through that emotion. Because I'm right there too, and I'm not sitting here being like, hey guys, don't be sad about cheer because it's fine. Because like I'm not there yet. I'm not. I still have a lot of emotion knowing that certain teams aren't going to have a chance this year to prove themselves at Worlds. Like not necessarily in the way that we want them to. Like I sometimes when I start to say it, it sounds like I'm saying Worlds is canceled, which is not. But it is delayed, and who knows what that's going to look like. You know, it could affect a lot of things. A lot of things. You feel bad for Brandon Legacy because they didn't even get to compete at least once. Oh, seriously? I thought they had competed at least. Oh, that hurts my heart. What is going to happen with the money that we spent on hotel reservations and all that? The hotels should refund them or do credit. I know I paid, what was it, like $363.27 or something. That might not be exact, for my flight, and I canceled my flight, and it was all through Delta, and so I have a credit for Delta. So I've already looked. If I go to my cousin's wedding, it's like $150, and then I know when I was at Pac West, I'd kind of talked to some of the people from Woodward about maybe this being the summer that I go visit Woodward West, and if I do that, it's like $100, and I'm like, cool, that would actually be paid for by my potential Worlds trip. Granted, if Worlds happens in person, my goal would be to go. I don't know that will happen. I have no idea. We have no idea yet, and that's the I have this like fear of the unknown, basically. Like I don't like it. I'm impatient, and so it's really hard to not know. You had a comp in Panama City next weekend, but it's canceled. Yeah, everything's getting canceled. So it's so heartbreaking. Yeah, did you hear that Daytona comp is officially canceled? Yeah, when I saw Daytona canceled, it was a lot of emotion for those athletes. And I have never gone to Daytona. I don't know anyone that's personally competing there, but I think for me, having like graduated college, I know that like when you graduate college, like you're out there in the big scary world. And I think about like my last plays that I was in, my last trips with my friends that I was in as a college student, not just a high school student, but in college. It's this whole different thing where like when you graduate college, like all of a sudden you're expected to be this like grown up adult, and in so many ways you don't feel like you're ready for that. And so to have that kind of taken away from them for their chance to compete in Daytona, for many of them the only time they compete, like it crushed me. I cried. Shocking. You know that for Intensity Athletics Adrenaline Bring It On theme, hello, by the way, your season's postponed. Yeah, that's the thing too. Most states are making laws that you can't go to like restaurants and bars and like gyms, both athletic gyms, like workout gyms, and also like cheer gyms and stuff are closed. Like I know one of my friends, she's a dance teacher. She had sent out an email. She's like, hey guys, like dance classes are going, like let's do this. And since then she sent an email saying, hey guys, it's over, it's canceled. So it's crazy. Let's see. Legacy doesn't even have a bid to go to Worlds. They were depending to get it at UCA, but they didn't go. So that's the end for them. I'm really hoping that if there's some kind of like digital or online platform for Worlds, there will be a way for athletes and teams to still get bids. I know of a lot of teams that had like one last comp to get that bid, one more chance to get that bid, and now it's gone. So I don't know what that's going to look like. It's a lot. It is so much. Hi, Connor. You're nervous that Summit will get canceled. I'm going already. Yeah, I had friends that got paid bids, and then 24 hours later, you know, there's all these postponings and all this kind of stuff. You're waiting to see what happens later in April with Summit before we cancel our flights or anything. Yeah. And that's the big thing too. Like we're in the thick of it. It's like, day 3, kind of, I'm calling it, of quarantine. I am vlogging through all of it so you guys can see my real raw emotion, and I want something to look back on and remember like how rough things were. So in 6 weeks from now, when we're all feeling a little bit better about life, now that we've like, you know, conquered a disease, hopefully, I would like to remember like the worst of it, mostly so I can be inspired by it at where we are later. So today's like day 3 of it, and it's really rough. It really is rough. And 2 weeks from now, we might have much better news. We might have worse news. We might have somewhere in between. I don't even know. Have I watched Bring It On 6? I feel like that's how World is going to be. It would be cool. I've never watched Bring It On 6. Maybe I'll look it up and watch it today as inspiration. I'm going to play Fortnite tonight. So, if anyone's on Fortnite, add me, Berkey Shark, BURKEY, the B and the S are both capitalized. Hi, Lauren. Let's see, your first opportunity as a gym to go to Worlds and is postponed. Super frustrating, sad. They need to do something. I want them to do something. If it's just digital, it's going to be really, really weird. But anything, please. And again, if they're looking for someone to judge and not actually give points just to be a positive light, pick me. I volunteer as tribute. Last night as I was decompressing from the day before bed, I thought to myself, what have we done? But more importantly, what are we going to do? Yes, it's like so much. It's so much. Like, our lives are put on hold in so many ways. And if you're a little bit older and you have a job, like there are so many factors. Like, are you getting paid? If your job is paying you while you're not working and they're not making money, are they going to stay afloat? How many small businesses are we losing over this? I work in a childcare facility, and we are maintaining our hours during this. We have families that work in like medical fields and they need childcare desperately. So we're open to desperate working parents. We don't know what long-term that looks like, but I had a parent today make the comment, we talk about life before and after 9/11, and there are so many things that changed because of that day. And now we're going to have, in years from now, we're going to, have life before and after Corona. And it's just the truth of it, that this is going to be something that globally changes things. And I can't wrap my head around it. President Trump just spoke a few hours ago. I can't read, sorry. And unfortunately, the official claim, this virus will not be contained, and at the earliest may be contained by July or August. If we lose our whole summer, I can't think about that. I just can't. Some of it's too much. Your school is not having online school, so we will be cutting into this summer, and we don't have summer practices cut into the day that you could not make. Schools here are closed for 6 weeks, but they said we're not gonna go, we won't go past June 19th, so we will still have summer, whatever that looks like. Thinking of doing a Bring It On marathon with Josie once again. I am in. I want to also do a Bring It On marathon. Maybe that's something I'll just do this weekend. Bring It On 6 is basically a comp where fans are watching the teams perform, but every team perform in their own gym, and then and in the end, they say who won. It was a virtual comp. Guys, that's kind of what I suggested them doing a couple weeks ago on Twitter, more as like a joke, and now that could be a reality, and I don't know. They say that any competitions through the 8 weeks will be postponed, like Worlds and Summit. I'm hoping they don't cancel, because it could be a senior's last year to cheer at Worlds or Summit. I agree. Yes. I'm a spectator. I'm on Spectator All-Stars. I love all the teams. I love all the athletes. I love all the cheer. I love the music. I love the uniforms. I love to be there to support and care for everyone. And I'm going through a lot of emotion knowing that it's over. So for people that are in the thick of it and they're like, this is my last year, this is our chance to prove it. I think of like teams like Senior Elite that are having this winning season, and like this is their chance. Teams like Brandon that are trying to come back from a second place win last year. Orange is going for number 9. Shooting Stars wants their back-to-back. TGLC just wants this to be their year. And those are just like the first few off the top of my head. And like all of these athletes aren't going to have that chance in this traditional way. Like if we get Worlds, it's not going to look like regular Worlds. And it's just a lot. Let's see. Yeah, your school is closed for 2 weeks and maybe longer. Ours is a 6-week hold. We're in Washington State, so 6 weeks for sure. I have a feeling it might turn into more like 8. We'll see. What would happen if you are a senior in high school like me? I would assume online schooling would be a thing. Most colleges, you have to do like testing to get into certain classes, and so that could be affected technically. I don't really know. You're doing online school till the end of the semester. Yeah. All the schools around me are doing some kind of online. There's a huge teacher meeting on Wednesday, and so that's gonna kind of give us more information, like if they're gonna be sending packets home to kids. Like you have to figure, some families are low-income families. They don't have a computer or a laptop that a kid can just log on and do homework. So it's a lot. And yeah, that's just just like part of it. And so since we're offering care as a child care, as like a daycare program, we're hopefully going to have teachers that are able to come in and teach lessons, because we're going to have a lot of kids that are just losing this opportunity to learn. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's called Bring It On Worldwide. Yeah, I need to look that up. Right now, you don't have online school. Okay, yeah, and elementary school kids and middle school, I don't think do here. I'm not 100% sure what that looks like. A lot of places are now scrambling to figure out and make it work, and so I don't know what it's going to be. You're sad because it was BSB's year, but at the same time, senior leads and TGLC is way too good, and I kind of don't want them to beat your favorites. Hey, I can respect it. We all have our faves. Again, I'm wearing my Smoed shirt today because I put that tweet out, and it kind of, a lot of people were relating to it last night, and so I was like, I gotta wear my Smoed shirt today. You go to a private school, so you don't have to listen to the government. I thought all private schools were also closed. I could be wrong, depending on what state it is. A lot of, like, I know in Washington State it's public and private schools. So I don't know. Are they gonna have Summit this year? Summit is, as of right now, postponed. So yeah, we'll see in a little while. Your school is closed for like a month. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw some of these schools were closed for 2 weeks. Just because that doesn't feel like very long. A month is a little bit longer. I read a really interesting article too that was explaining that after the first 2 weeks, people that have the virus will begin to show their symptoms. And so after like 3 weeks, that's when you're going to kind of know who is not sick. People that have been like in isolation, away from other people, away from potential getting new sick. And that's going to kind of let you know who's safe to hang out with in isolation, in small groups, and then from there we'll go on, and it's just, yeah. But I don't even know, we're still so early in on this that I don't even know. I don't even know how to feel, how to function, how to do whatever. I'm just kind of taking this day by day and trying to stay positive, because that's all I can do. But it's a lot. It's rough, you guys. We don't have to do online, and we can cut into the summer because we're not funded by the government. Oh, okay. Do you think Smoed has a chance? I feel like BSB has been worlds ready since since show-offs. Yeah, no, BSB looks amazing, but I will never root against Smoed. And my friends yell at me sometimes, especially Landon. Landon literally does all the time because he's like, BSB is going to win. I'm like, you're not allowed to say that in front of me. And like, I will say Brandon looks amazing, but I will never root against Smoed. I just don't have it in me. I cannot. I'm not saying anything negative against other teams, but I will never not have hope for them. It's just not in me to do that. So yeah. Let's see. Powerhouse is a gym that when the next comp is Summit, they say you can't miss one practice, but now they're canceling practices, so my team needs to amp up our difficulty. It's tough. Yeah, no, I mean, I saw someone posting, they were like, okay, TGLC is a large team that's 38 people. They're saying don't hang out in groups more than 50, so that means no one else can be in the gym if they actually want to practice. Most gyms are just shutting down completely. It's crazy. There are some sports that are postponed, but WWE is still going on, but with no audience. Yeah, I've heard of some sports doing that, and that's kind of like what we saw at UCA. Oh, I just kicked my tripod a little, sorry. I've also been touching the screen a lot, so sorry if this is shaky sometimes. Yeah, like I can't imagine what sports would be like without fans. Like, I go to soccer games, and we get real loud and crazy, and to play and have it just silent in the stadium would be strange. In a way, better than nothing, but also weird. And like, I don't know, guys, this world we live in is crazy right now. It feels like very upside down. I used to be a big fan of Smoe, but feel like they lost their creativity already, so BSB got to me now, lol. Like, Brandon looks great. Like, BSB definitely looks amazing. They're great. I will admit that. I will say that obviously and clearly. But I am a Smoed stan. Through and through. I gotta be. I used to have my nails done for them, but I got them done on Saturday. They were like getting to the point where they really needed done, and I was like, I don't know how many nail salons will stay open through the duration of everything, so I better get my nails done and do things while I can. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. Like, there were movies I wanted to go see this weekend, and honestly, if I didn't have a cold, I probably would have, but you know. You missed cheer. I haven't been to cheer practice in like 6 weeks. I've been in my house and doing online school. Wait, you've already been in your house for 6 weeks? Why was that? Just, oh, sorry, I clicked a button and it tried to make, I don't even know what I just clicked. Okay, although BSB were the grand champs of NCAA doesn't mean They can't flunk at Worlds. Just saying, anything can happen at Worlds. Yes, that's why whenever I do my predictions, I pull them out of a shark, because like literally it's a crapshoot in cheerleading. Can you hit that day? Can you not hit that day? A team that literally has stunt falls all season can hit at Worlds and win. A team that hits and gets flawless scores all season can have a stunt fall at Worlds. Like, it's anyone's game. It's so up in the air. Obviously, like, really good teams are, you know, maybe not as prone to making mistakes, but it can happen. Let's see. We had watched WWE the other night without no audience, and it was just weird. Not as much energy. Yeah, because they feed off the crowd. There's all the backstory and the like themes and like the characters, and like who cares if you're having a blood feud with someone if no one's in the audience to boo them, you know? You always remember. Wait, I'm always going to remember, there we go, when I was a big Smode fan and BSB beat them in 2016, my heart broke. Oh, yes. What was it? Was it 20? I don't remember what year I was in Florida, 2015 or 2016. I remember following along Worlds and just being, oh no, when they lost, I was at home that year. So they must have won again when I was in Florida. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the timeline of when I went to the Florida Keys, and now my brain is like, meh, we can't function. Guys, I had to wake up at 6 o'clock this morning. Well, that's a lie. I woke up at 6:30. I had to work at 7. I worked 7 to 3. I'm very, very tired. My plan after this video is to eat dinner, play Fortnite, and go to bed. I want to be in bed by like 8:30, I swear. BSB are like robots. I've said multiple times that I mean it as like nothing but a compliment, but I think they're cyborgs. Like Senior Elite, they were on level 1000, but then at Worlds I had that bobble. Yeah. So this is my other thing I want to do with this video, just because a natural segue into it, mentioning Senior Elite. There are so many moments this season that were amazing, that were fantastic, that were wonderful, and I, for one, would be forgetful if I didn't bring them up, you know? Like, as sad as I am, I got to go to NCAA this year, like, straight up, and I've been saying that, like, thank goodness everyone bugged me and messaged me and called me and asked me in person, and were like, you're going to NCAA, right? Like, wait, hold on, you're going to NCAA. Are you going to NCAA? Hey, you have to go to NCAA. Hey, are you going to NCAA? Go to NCAA. Go to NCAA. And then I went to NCAA, and thank goodness I did, because if I had skipped it, if I had not done, because if I was initially going to do cheer sport, and then I was like, cheer sport's going to be way too expensive, I'm just going to not go, and if it hadn't worked for me to do NCAA, then I would have not gone to any big comp this year. So I'm really glad that I, got to go to NCAA as opposed to doing nothing, but then also that I got to go to NCAA knowing that Worlds might look very different. So yeah, it's, yeah, just, yeah. Let's see. Hey, hello, new people coming in. Senior Elite had a big fall at NCAA. They weren't going to get triple crown when their team was there. Yeah, I did see that they had the Sunfall. I haven't watched the full routine. I actually haven't watched any UCA routines because I might react to some of them. But I do know that they had a stunt fall. But here's the thing, too. If there had been a crowd, would they have performed differently? If there were their competition, would they perform differently? There would have been a day 2 if there were more people, more than likely. Would they perform differently? There's too many factors, and we can't do the what-ifs and the well-if-that's. So, I choose to be happy for Senior Elite, mostly because they won an NCAA, and that was like, oh, that was a moment. Are they having Summit next year? I cannot speak for the future. Is U.S. Finals canceled? I don't know when it is. When like everyone in Senior Elite all-girl hit NCAA day 1, I was crying, but also so confused because all these teams are fighting to be on top, and now they're all like neck and neck. Yeah. That whole time in the arena was crazy. I will say I felt so heartbroken for Orange. People were like, what was your reaction to Orange? What was your thoughts on Orange? I was filming a reaction to Orange when they cut the music and cleared the mat, and the athletes were like, what do we do wrong? Also, my nails are kind of like orange right now. Like, they're very much their color palette. But then when Orange came back out, I feel like they didn't have as much like oomph because of all that. So yeah, I felt so bad for them. I was heartbroken for them. I think all comps until Summit are canceled or postponed. Yeah, I think so too. I'm so happy that all this happened after Pac West. I feel bad for teams that aren't getting to go to Sea to Sky. Agreed. I literally like put on my Pac West jacket last night and just sat in it for a few minutes. And I'm really sad for Sea to Sky. I love that comp, and there's so many friends that I wanted to see, and like, ugh, hurt my heart. Hurts my heart. Still hurting. Still hurting. You saw something about it being canceled. About U.S. Finals being canceled. If Orange hits, it's over for every large senior girl. I'm not even an Orange. an orange team. I love Shooting Stars routine, but they really need to improve the execution. What happened at NCA for orange? So day one of orange, two of the girls collided, I think it was, or one of them fell. She was like, held her knee or ankle funny, I think for a second, somebody said. And so then not the judge, or so like not the coaches who are supposed to be the ones to pull the plug on music, but the event pulled the plug on the music, and they made them clear the mat. Then they made them go back, to warm up for another 20 minutes or do whatever it is, and then they came back out and performed. And they did a good job performing, but it just kind of felt like weird. Like it just, it was like lacking something, and it was nothing, like no fault of the athletes. Like they were derailed mid-performance. They were ready to keep going. So it was weird. It was definitely weird. Have you ever cheered? If yes, what team and level do you think on coming back? Love your reactions. Greeting from Brazil. Well, thank you, and greetings to Brazil, I guess I should say. My best friend Mare is from Brazil. I tried to get her to teach me Portuguese once, but the only phrase I know is "shut the door," and that's "fecha a porta." That's all I know. But no, I've actually never cheered. I grew up loving the sport. I used to watch it on ESPN when it would play when I was in like middle school and stuff. And then I kind of lost contact in it for a really long time. And then when I got back into it, it was actually through cheerleaders, which is one of the reasons I love SMOED so much. And so I started like watching it again, going to some local comps to support friends. And then from there, it just kind of snowballed into where we are today. If you guys want a longer video talking about that, I will clearly and happily do it. Finals is postponed. Two athletes collided. Okay, we're still talking about orange there. COVID-19 vaccines are being tested in Seattle, at least you heard. That would be amazing. It's definitely really bad there. I'm an hour and a half north of Seattle. So, yeah, it's crazy to see the number of cases we have. I know the last update I heard, which was I think like a week ago now almost, there was only one case in my county. I live in Whatcom County, but I don't know what it looks like now. And that's like, we have to understand, like, there's a lot of testing not being done. So there could be people that have it that just don't know. And like, I work with kids, and we've had a lot of different kids get fevers or have coughs, or we had a kid with strep last week. And so there's a lot of other illnesses that are going around right now, which makes it really difficult. Like, I've had this cold, and on Saturday I was sitting at home going like, I feel really sick. Am I warm? Do I have it? Do I have corona? Am I dying? And guys, I'm not dying. Spoiler alert. I don't have corona, but there's like this panic involved right now, which I think is what's exploding and flooding some of the medical facilities, because people are like, I have corona, I need to get tested. And like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. Do you have any world's predictions, like for particular divisions? Okay, I'm not going to lie, you guys. I thought about still doing my world's predictions, just being like, here's what I thought would have gone down. Let me know your thoughts, or maybe we'll just pull them from the shark and just decide that like Sushi picks the world's champions. Like, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Off topic, but do you think Big Brother will be postponed because of the corona? Yes, it will. Someone posted a video on Twitter, and they were like, Dana Burkey, if they do a digital worlds, like after this will be her after the first team going. And it was Nicole like fanning her face and crying. And I was like, this was the perfect video to represent me, because I love her so much. But yeah, I think it'll get postponed or canceled. That was as bad as the one for Bulldogs for Daytona. Are you talking about like orange, comparing it? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Portuguese is kind of easy to understand if you speak Spanish, lol. Yeah, I've known a couple people that speak Spanish that can speak with people that are speaking Portuguese. Usually people that are Portuguese are, it's like easier for them to understand Spanish, if that makes sense. Not cool to say, Connor. Wait, what did Connor say? Oh, about Big Brother? Yeah, hurts my heart. Hurts my heart. French is also hard. I'm forced to do it at school. Oh, je parle un peu de français. Or je parle un peu de français. J'étudie français avec l'université. Somewhere there's like someone who's actually French cringing at that terrible accent and words. You're welcome, world. You should upload a video on how to edit reaction videos, because I'd like to know how to do it as well. If you Google search how to do picture-in-picture on your mode of editing, it should come up really easily. You became so obsessed with cheerleading because of cheerleaders. I love SMOED. Yeah, that definitely got me back into it, because like social media didn't exist when I was a kid. I'm an old lady. But as I got older and I found social media and cheerleading on social media, it was super great. And then I found cheerleaders and became obsessed. And I love everything about that show. And it's definitely the biggest reason that like got me back into cheerleading, and eventually like led to all the steps to me doing what I do now. Like, 7 years ago, I never would have been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and like people are gonna care what I think about cheerleading. Like, no. But yet here we are, and snow had played a big role in that. So yeah. And there's 2 cases in my county right now. I'm going to online school, so we don't have to make it up in the summertime. That's awesome. That is very awesome. Yes. You should do sushi in your predictions. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll do Dana and sushi run the worlds instead of run the world. Part of me would honestly love to find some way to do some kind of like a reactathon and pick like an overall grand champ and send something, but I think it would really just be me picking my faves. So I don't know if that's really needed. Yeah. Let's see. I've been on a level 2 team for a while, and next year I'm finally going to be on a higher level. I'm going to be on level 4. Yes, I love it. Yes, it's Fascia Aporta. I'm a really Samoan supporter too, but as you said, BSB are like Cyborgs this season. They're your predictions on world. They're your world's predictions. Yes, yes, for sure. Oh, and fun fact, my best friend, who's from Brazil, she was trying to teach me Portuguese, and we would write it in the back of my math book in college, and then I got rid of the math book, so that ended it. But maybe one day I'll learn more. Cheer Omega Omicron had a good chance to win Worlds this year. I actually don't know that team. If there's any videos, feel free to submit it for a reaction. Speaking of which, I'm still going to be doing reaction videos. I took this weekend off to film just because I've been really sick with this cold and I wanted to get 100% better. I'm still a little nasally, but I'm mostly there. So I think I'm going to do tomorrow like an upcoming things on my channel, kind of like an update video. And then I think on Wednesday, I'm going to show you guys all the different cheer shirts I've gotten from the last 2 comps, because I had some given to me or that I purchased that were finally handed to me kind of thing at both NCA and at Pac West. So I want to show you guys all that kind of stuff, and then from there, so like Thursday, Friday, hopefully some reaction videos. And then during the weekends, I plan on filming as much as I can. Like, I'm not going to be doing a lot, so like, let's see. Why would Big Brother be postponed, though? They are just going to be locked up there. They wouldn't be getting it. Yeah, but they'd have to make sure there's really good testing going into the house and that no one on the cast and crew has it. Not to mention the fact that any crew members would have to also be in isolation just as much as the actual BB house members. Plus, they couldn't do a live audience unless everyone is tested for the disease ahead of time. I think there's just a lot of different factors. Like, the Ellen show is not even filming right now. There's just a lot of different things that go into it that could cause it to be postponed. I hope it's not, because I love Big Brother, and like, what is my summer without Big Brother? I don't know. Not a summer. So yeah. BSB are unbeatable. Like, what do they feed them in Brandon? I don't know, but like dibs? I would actually really like to see that. Like, what do they put in their water? You're comparing it to Orange because their first run for Bulldogs, the boy like collapsed on the floor and they stopped the music and cleared it like they did Orange. Yeah, but in that one, they like knew an athlete was hurt and like the coaches made the decision. For Orange, like the athletes were prepared to continue going. They weren't like still on the ground. Like, they were fine. And then the comp was like, ripped the music out and was like, nope, we're done. And they were not prepared. You have 1 death and however many cases here in my county, and it's scary. My mom is a doctor. My family will probably get it. That's what's so scary, are people that are like, people that work in like the healthcare like field, like they're putting themselves at risk every day, and like that's why we're staying open. Like, so because I work at a it's a before and after school program, but we're state licensed, and so we're working with the state and the school districts to stay open, because as long as we can provide safe and healthy care for the kids, and also we're providing them meals every day, it's going to keep those kids from being higher risk of other things. And some of their parents are medical workers that need to go be saving lives and stuff, so it's like super, super important. Let's see. As a Big Brother fan, if Dana was in the house with me, I would have picked her because she's way too nice and you can literally win because you're going to be on everyone's good side. You say that, but then someone gets messy in the house and I like throw a fit that I have to like clean up after them and then I'm out. Or people would be like, she's really nice, but I feel like it's too nice. She's probably being fake about it. And I'd be like, no, guys. Or I'd be like Big Meech and I'd just cry all the time because I'm so emotional. They'd be like, can we get rid of her? Can we get rid of her? Part of me wants to go on Big Brother, like thinks it'd be fun, but part of me would never submit myself and my life to that because of all the scrutiny and insanity that happens when you're a contestant. So there's that. Let's see. You understood my French, so it's fine. You also study French in college. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, and you knew the sentence I said. Yes. Yeah, I studied French a lot in college. Didn't always pass it, but it was the language that I chose to pursue because I am French by nationality. One day I'll make it to France. My sister messaged me like a week, I think it was, before, or no, not even a week. It was like a week ago, and she was like, guys, she's like, oh my gosh, you guys, I could go to France for $1,000 for hotel and airfare. And I was like, go to France then, like leave, go do it. And then they closed flying. So cute. What's your job? Just explain that one. Let me know if you didn't catch it. Brandon doesn't feed BSB anything, LOA. They just give them enough pressure like Smoe it. Like I have a friend on BSB and they just make a mistake. They don't punish them. Oh, they don't punish them? I don't know if I would respond as well to that, personally. Senior Elite was your first place on World's Predictions, but with that stunt fault, you say I don't really know what's going to happen in Large All Girl. I'm excited. Oh, I hope we get to see it play out. Josie kept asking about Celebrity Big Brother and if it was going to happen, but by mid-January I told her no, as I hadn't heard anything, so we just need BB this summer. Oh my gosh, it's like March, and I don't know that I've heard anything about Big Brother Canada. Did it happen this year? Is it happening? I need to go Google search, because if I'm missing Big Brother Canada, I'm about to be mad, because I've watched it the last, like, 3 or 4 seasons. I started in, what was it, BB Can 5, when they brought back all the, like, past humans. If you could be on any all-star team, if you could be on any all-star team, which Summit team would you be on and which Worlds team would you be on? Because of my age, I feel like, and like life ability, I feel like I wouldn't be on a Summit team necessarily, unless there was like an open 4 team that like could use a human. But I feel like realistically, if I could be on any Worlds team based on my age, like obviously if age wasn't a factor, if I could break all the rules and do whatever I want, I'd be on Smoed. Eddie, call me. But if I realistically were to be on a team, the 2 options would either be Vancouver All-Stars, probably Ice Age because they're non-tumbling, and then Code Black. Like Code Black. At NCA, I was talking to someone about Code Black, and I was like, Code Black are my babies. And then I realized what I said, and I was like, wait, they can't be my babies. They're an open team. And they just cracked up at me because it was like just me being ridiculous. You just sent in a reaction request. Oh, awesome. They don't make them practice for hours. Like when they fell at World 2018, BSB coach told them to relax and sleep while Snow had made them practice all night till they hit. Yeah, different coaching styles. I don't know what I would do better. I literally cried when I found out we might not have Summit. Like, my team has been working on so many upgrades. Oh, but I also understand what's best for the health of all U.S. athletes. And I think that's a great way to explain it, and a great thing to say about it is like, you're crushed, you're hurt, you're heartbroken. We're less than 24 hours out from that announcement. We're going to have a lot of emotion. Emotions are running high for a lot of people, but I think that's smart to also be able to say, like, I understand why that they did it. It doesn't mean you're not upset. It doesn't mean you're not hurt. It means that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel on the why. And I hope that with all these different things that are changing and happening, that we can see people kind of seeing the reason side of it, and people will calm down and not go party for St. Patrick's Day like we're seeing in all these cities, and now restaurants are getting shut down. What? Oh my gosh, BB Can is already on episode 9? I know what I'm doing tonight. I literally need to catch up. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Okay, sorry, I just started screaming because I love BB Can so much. Their house is like, the theme that they always do is so much fun. Like, I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, can you react to your 2 best local teams? Fun fact, I cheer on one of them. Yeah, feel free to submit them. Oh, and Eddie Rios coaches one of them. What? He coaches the high school team? Why did I not know that? For each year between 2015 and 2020, which was your favorite large senior routine per year? Sorry if that doesn't make sense. That does make sense, and I'm not going to lie. Large senior was not always on my radar. Small senior usually was. That was like the division that I cared about the most. And then large co-ed, because I love TGLC. I've loved them for years. But I would say the first year that when I like think back, obviously, like, honestly, that was a hard question. Did you see how stumped I got? Shooting stars. Shooting stars routines always stand out for me. Like, I think of like their Gaga year, but when they did Dancing with the Stars, like, shut up, hold the phone, that was it for me. That was it. Like, I love their theme this year, but Dancing with the Stars, whew. But then last year, having seen everyone live at Worlds 2018 for the first time, at that point, I was like all in for Shooting Stars, but I enjoyed Senior Elite, but I was like all in for Shooting Stars. And then 2019 rolls around, so that would have been, yeah, Worlds 2018. So then when 2018, 2019 rolled around, I listened to Senior Elite's music, and I just sobbed. Like, the ladies be legendary. Prepare yourself for the next chapter of X. I still know all the words. And I just cried, and I don't know what came over me. And since then, it has just propelled my love for Senior Elite so much. So yeah. This year, I love Senior Elite's routine. I love Orange's music. I love Shooting Star's theme. And their mix. I love F5's theme, although I think the Plead Your Case pause is a little too long. Panthers, I think last year was their, like, signature amazing year, but I not that they're bad this year, but, like, their routine last year, like, their music. So, yeah, that's where my heart is. Recently, Smoed seems nervous when performing. Did you watch them at NCAA? I did watch them at NCAA in day 2. I don't even know what happened. I was really heartbroken and felt really bad. I was hanging out with some of the athletes after day 1. And then day 2, I saw them in the hallway when I was waiting to go say hi to, well, Reckless was back there, but I was kind of more waiting to say hi to Vancouver All-Stars Blackout. And, like, I think it was, like, Sam and Malia and somebody else, and they were walking by, and I was like, hey, good job today. And they were like, thanks. Like, they really weren't, you could tell they weren't super into it. And I know that, like, they felt really crushed and hurt because they had that fall. And so, I don't know. I think this year there's just been a lot of team changes, and, like, I was excited to see how they would rise to the occasion and kill it at Worlds. So I don't know how this year's going to look. I really just don't. How do you watch BB Can? So I have this random website. I will send you the link. Maybe I'll post it to Twitter so other people can get it too. But it, like, I've tried to watch it on other computers and it won't sometimes because of, like, pop-up blockers, but it works on my computer. So, like, we're just rolling with it. It's kind of like watching it illegally. I don't download. I'm just, like, watching. That's all it is. It's also where I watch Big Brother USA and stuff like that. Because sometimes I'll watch it and I don't have it on CBS. Like, I'm not at my house, so I can't watch it live kind of deal. BB Camp thing this year is City Hero Super Cityscape. I can't wait. You think the pause is too long? I do. It's like, now plead your... Oh, case. It's like they forgot. It's too much. It's too much. Do you think SSX will get the 3-peat, or do you think Lady Lightning, Lady Bullets, or Aqua will win? I would love to see SSX get the 3-peat. However, Lady Lightning, shut up. In my opinion, Malia has to leave Samoa for good. She fell way too many times. It sucks, but Eddie has to coach without his heart if he wants to win. I think that Malia is an amazing athlete, and when she falls, it's not always just her fault. There's bases beneath her, and I think people put all the weight on her shoulders. She was very much cyberbullied after Worlds for a lot of things that went on, and it absolutely breaks my heart. I don't think that she's done with Samoa for good. She's still a fantastic athlete. However, does she maybe need to come out of the air in certain parts of the stunt, or is there someone who can better fill certain things? Maybe, sure, I don't know. But I will never put the blame solely on a flyer, because 99% of the time, it's not just the flyer that's making those mistakes. Can there be? Sure. But, like, Malia's an amazing athlete. I just want to say that. Okay. Is the 2021 season going to be pushed further pushed faster because of this season? I hope that next year we have even more events. I want all of the events. If there's a weekend I'm not at cheer, I hate it. Just putting that out there. You feel like Lady Lightning deserved a world champion title? It'd be great. I think, oh, what is this? I think Malia performs well, but I think sometimes the pressure gets to her, especially after World 2019, but she's an amazing athlete. Yeah, I feel like they made so many routine changes from day 1 to day 2 at Worlds in 2019 that, like, that was definitely a big factor. What I hate, though, is how much negative backlash she got. And, like, even if it was 1,000,000% her fault, she's still, you know, a teenager. And for people to act like she just, like, you know, to bring up a play in sports that I literally hate because it still hurts my heart to this day. She didn't throw an interception on the 1-yard line when you have the best running, like, game in the league, you know? Like, Hawks fans, you know what's up. Let's see. I heard Panthers were on or are going to be on AGT. Oh, I know Wildcats were, I think it was. Here in Brazil, our highest levels on Competition All-Stars is level 4, and this year on your level 3, and you're so happy. Oh, that's awesome. Good luck. Keep us updated on how you do for sure. Yeah, she did not deserve the hate. Next year, I would love to see Natalie be center, seeing how Malia being bullied was awful. Yeah, Natalie is such an amazing flyer, and she's such a sweetheart. I really love her. I think it'll be fun one day to see Kaylee as center flyer too, just because she's from the Pacific Northwest. Like, I've watched her cheer for years locally on all these different teams and stuff. So it's like, it's pretty cool, and it would just be really cool to see her. Even when she posted that she was going for like a second, like a callback kind of thing for SMOED, I freaked out and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what? Like, a girl from my part of the country is gonna go be on SMOED? What? Like, oh, it was nuts. How many times do you think G-Dubs are going to win in their division? I feel like it's too easy for them. It may look easy, but they did not hit day one of NCAA. They had to fight for that win, and I'm so proud of them. I was sitting next to some of the Sharky moms on day 2, and I love G-Dubs. I would love to see them win all the titles, all the years, all the everything. Sophia for center. I think I skipped that one. We all know G-Dubs are getting a 3-peat. Did I used to cheer? No, I did not cheer. I've just been a long-time, all-time fan since I was like in middle school. They used to show comps on ESPN and stuff, so I fell in love with that. G-Dubs don't have any competition. I go to cheer Central Suns, and they are still good. Is there a cheer Central Suns teams in that same division? Kaylee is a beast. Her tumbling is so good. I think she improved so much since starting on SMOED. Yes, that's the thing with Kaylee. Like, I was talking to somebody about it at a local comp. Like, we've seen Kaylee, not gym hop, but like outgrow the teams that are offered at different gyms here in the Pacific Northwest. Like, we don't have as much cheer. So like, she's gone up, what is it? She's been up to Canada. She's been at teams in like the Seattle area, like all different Seattle area gyms. And it's like, she was always like outgrowing the gym and the abilities of the team. Like, it just wasn't the right fit. And so seeing her really thrive on SMOED has been amazing because she's such a talented athlete. It's just, you can't just have one athlete at a certain level. You have to have a whole lot that all fit together right, and she just wasn't getting that here. So yeah, it was pretty great. You wouldn't blame only Malia, and I think she's improved a lot. She's so strong to deal with the hating, being a teenager, and still keeping cheering. I just love her. Yes. No, like, inspiration for sure. In what place were G-Dubs after the fall? I'm curious. I actually don't know what place they were in going into day 2. I can't speak on that. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I was not expecting Lady Aurora to beat Lady Lux. I'm so happy for them because small gyms are finally winning as well. I was happy for Lady Aurora and their moment, but I'm not going to lie. And like, I know I mentioned it in the vlog. I was sitting there filming with my little tripod with my Lady Lux scrunchie on it. And they were like in second place, Lady Lux. And I just went... And I think my camera literally like dropped. Like, I dropped it to the floor. Like, you see my backpack in the footage. Like, I cut that part out of the vlog, but it was like down to my backpack. And I just stared and just had tears just silently running down my face because like my heart broke for those ladies because I know so many of them. Like Lady Lux and Code Black, those are my teams. Like, I love them. And so it was really hard. But like, I was so happy for Lady Aurora. Like, I didn't want to like take away from their moment. I was just heartbroken for the athletes, especially Brooke. It was her birthday. They hit like such a hard 0 on her birthday, and then they lost by just a little, and I was like, oh, so much emotion. And I was like texting the team because we were supposed to meet up the day before, but I couldn't because I was busy. And then I was like, no, they don't want to meet up with me because they're all sad, and like, I understand. Do you think non-tumbling is harder or everything? I think non-tumbling is difficult in its own ways because of the additional stunts, but tumbling itself is a difficult thing, period. I've never heard of someone having a stunt block. I've only heard of tumbling blocks, which says something about tumbling, just saying. You hope Lady Lux puts in rewinds for Worlds. Yeah, all of the level 6 teams are allowed to put in rewinds. It's just because of the different like rulings and stuff. TGLC wins NCAA every other year. I'm not worried. Ugh. My heart broke for them on day 2. I got to hug some of the athletes, though, after and let them know I love them. Actually, just one. I don't think I saw Brennan after day 1. I think I only saw Charlie, and I was just like, I love you. Because that's where my heart is. Like, here's the thing. I just want all my friends to win, and one problem is that I have so many friends. And we're at the point now where I want every team to win, even when they're going head-to-head. Can we just have all the ties? All the ties. Not sure if you answered this, but what are your thoughts on this coronavirus and it affecting cheer? We talk about it a lot at the beginning of this video, but basically my heart is breaking for the end of the cheer season the way it is right now. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with Worlds, but I'm trying to stay positive. And in this video, I wanted a chance to kind of just chat and hang out with people, and then also to remind people that, like, I'm still going to be doing reaction videos. I'm still going to be bringing cheer content. I don't care what the end of the season looks like. I'm going to be as supportive as I can of all the athletes who are pushing through this, and I just am praying right now that we can figure out this virus and this disease so that it doesn't put a halt to even more things. So I'm still definitely pretty heartbroken, but trying to be optimistic. You were not expecting Lady Luck to get second. You were shot. Yeah, Lady Luck did have such good sportsmanship. Their pyramid is amazing. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, Cheer Central is like smaller. They're definitely becoming more known, and I love that they're at ATC Bellevue, so I get to see some of the athletes and stuff perform live. They're an amazing gym for sure. Wait, if every level 6 team can put in rewinds for Worlds, do you think any large senior teams could put them in like Orange could? Some of them have them in their pyramid. They're just assisted rewinds and things like that. And so I don't know what the point value of those will do to scores and how it will change things. I hope we get the chance to find out. You go to CCS and we have a team in Great Whites Division. Their team is called Midnight. Oh, okay. Yes. I have seen them. What do you think about smaller gyms not getting credit for all that they do? It's annoying. I live in the Pacific Northwest. We have nothing but small gyms. Literally nothing but small gyms. Like, I challenge anyone to name a gym and more than one team from it that's in the Pacific Northwest, in Washington or Oregon. Like, we literally, in the entire state of Oregon, have one team going to Worlds. In the entire state of Washington, have 2 teams going to Worlds. That's 3 teams between 2 whole states. Those are all my people, and we have no representation. And even, like, British Columbia in Canada, like, they have a handful of teams, but, like, those are our people, too. But, like, it hurts my heart. You have no gyms in New Mexico? Not a single gym? I feel like that can't be fully true. Maybe your part, but are you sure? What gyms are around me? So we have the biggest and most known are Natural Venom. We have Connect Cheer Northwest. We have Oregon Dream Teams. They're the ones that are in Portland. We have South Elite. I'm trying to think of like the biggest ones first. Empire is in Portland. They're getting pretty big. Wow, New Mexico has 0 gyms. That's crazy. Up in Canada, we have Vancouver All-Stars, we have Champion Cheer, both have Worlds teams. We have Langley Cheer Athletics, they have a Worlds team. Northwest Silver Stars is the longest running gym in the Pacific Northwest. I think they've been like 20 years. Connect Cheer Northwest is the only, or is the largest one. There's only one D1 gym in all of Oregon, and that is Thunder Elite, but they're actually a D2 size that compete D1, but Empire should be D1 next year. So yeah, not a huge cheer area, but that's crazy about New Mexico. Here in Florida, we have big gyms like Top Gun, so it's hard for smaller gyms to get the chance. The closest gym in New Mexico is the one in Texas, which is Nighttime Cheer. Oh, I feel like I've seen, didn't they just have a new gym opening? I saw like a video about them on the internet. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my nose is starting to get more clogged. I definitely need to go blow my nose. And I think I'm going to go make some hot tea, maybe just make soup and a sandwich for dinner. But I want to wrap this video up pretty soon here. I'm imagining people watching it back later are probably going to be like slogging through all of the footage. But all in all, as a closing note, I kind of just wanted to say thank you guys, for being here, and then also thank you for coming and sharing your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, all that kind of stuff. I love that everyone that just took this time and this safe space on my channel to like just chat through how you're feeling, how you're doing with everything. It's a lot. Please come back. Oh, maybe during the because I mean, I literally have like basically quarantine life, so to speak, for 6 weeks. So maybe I'll do like a weekly thing. Oh, someone just said that. So I don't know if I'll do it on Mondays. Maybe I'll do it on Fridays. Actually, Mondays would be kind of fun. But I'm doing a vlog. I'm doing a 2-week vlog. So every 2 weeks during the next 6 weeks, I'll be posting a vlog of just like daily check-ins and just sharing my thoughts and feelings and stuff. I should do it live once a day. That's a lot. I will still be doing reaction videos and stuff, and maybe I'll try to do a live over on Instagram. Maybe not tonight, because like I said, like I need to go blow my nose, and I'm starting to feel a little more congested and stuff. Once I'm a little healthier, who knows, maybe I will a bit. Once I'm feeling healthier, I'm going to start going for like runs and walks and hikes and stuff after work each night with some friends that I like see at work, so we're already near each other, whatever. But yeah, I just want to encourage everyone though with all this. I know people are hurt and are sad and have a lot of emotions over what's going on with Worlds, and we don't really know. But we don't really know like what's going to happen with Worlds, but I just want to encourage you guys, get your emotions out, talk with friends, emote with friends, feel how you feel, but then find the positivity in it, or a positive way to move forward. Like I'm going to move forward with my videos, having the community here with you guys, everything like that. And I'm really looking forward to see what they do with Worlds. And again, if Worlds goes full digital and they need a judge to judge not based on point values, but just based on like this team was great, call me, because you guys know me. I watch so much cheer and I just want to support and love everybody. Someone just asked, my Instagram is at Dana C. Berkey, the same as my YouTube and my Twitter. Starting to get worse. Again, not coronavirus, just a cold. But yeah, all in all, thank you guys so much for being here in this live video. If anyone's watching it back later, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I will also do like a recap video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, where I'm just going to kind of cover the like what's coming up soon on my channel. But all in all, thank you guys. Good luck to everyone that is struggling right now, whether it's because of Worlds being canceled, not being at school, not being at work, anything in between. I understand how frustrating this time is, but we're going to get through it together with community and by supporting one another. And I think as time goes on, we will start to see life return to normal, and hopefully the cheer world will be better because of this time out, that in some way that it will help us appreciate the sport more and grow closer as a community. But thank you guys so much. Know that I will be posting videos frequently, so stay tuned. And if you're on Fortnite, add me, capital BURKEY, capital SHARK, add me. I need more friends on Fortnite. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.